Hello, Dr. Karen Can here. Welcome to another edition of the Spiritual Medicine Digest. I have very good news for you this week. We have all made it through the 12-dimensional portals into 5D. Now, that does not necessarily mean that every single human being on the planet is resonating at that consciousness of 5D. But before, they were only 30% able to access that higher vibration, that 5D dimensional realm, if you will. And now 100% of all men, women, children on Earth are able to access that. So we are done with this portal that I described last week, the 12 faces of the dodecahedron. We are done with that. Now, some people did have some pretty significant symptoms from December 12th to, when this portal was, we were going through this whole thing. And that, of course, coincided with what goes on during the winter months, often for those in the northern hemisphere, which is cough and cold symptoms and things like that. Normally very self-limiting, not comfortable during that because you could have fevers and postnasal drip and scratchy throats and things like that. Now, hopefully those symptoms are better. However, there are some folks that are still making that transition, even though we're done with that portal, making that transition and having to rebalance, if you will, the relationship with the earth. So why is that? Well, I could be wrong, but my current understanding is that the planet that we are standing on, if you are listening to this, you're standing on the same planet in the same lifetime timeline. The planet is now fully in that 5D. I know that sounds kind of weird, that some human beings may not be fully there in their consciousness, but that the planet is. It is what it is. So that's the good news. And that means this new year, 2022, we are firmly anchored into the new earth. Now, there's still lots of work to be done on the ground for sure. And I'm doing my part, and I hope you feel like you are as well. And in the meantime, while we're, continuing to heal ourselves, going deeper and deeper into our being and going higher and higher in vibration and consciousness, one of the things that I can help you with is to rebalance our relationships with everything. Because sometimes, and this is what I found in the past, when we go through a big jump like that, there can be parts of us that aren't quite used to the new vibration. And so our relationship with the earth, for example, can be one of those challenges now that the earth is firmly in 5D. And if we are not firmly in 5D 24/7, that can pose some potential symptoms. So what I'd like to do today with the TOLPAKAN healing is to do two separate directives. Now, last week we talked a little bit about how when we go to a higher octave or a higher vibration, and this is a big jump, right, from 3 to 5D, that our resonant energy field, if it's not stable, we can be fairly symptomatic. And even I had difficulty holding that resonant energy field stable. So I was fluctuating, would wake up in the morning about 70% happy, then I would do the directive or use my Ascension 3, and boom, it would go up to over 95%. But it wasn't staying there necessarily as we were moving through this portal. Now that we've kind of gone through it, things are more stable. However, if you happen to muscle test, you may want to keep checking on a daily basis, how stable is my resonant energy field? Because there may be other things that you want to heal to be able to keep that field of who you really are. Okay, because that's at the end of the day, that's what it is. You're unique, your fractal of God vibration, that we want to keep stable no matter where you go and whatever dimension you're in. So we're going to redo that TOLPAKAN healing directive today and add on the positive morphic field of having a healthy, happy, balanced relationship to everything and everyone. So if you're new to TOLPAKAN healing and you would like to receive this little mini healing, you can just make the intention to receive. And then if you would like, you can also close your eyes if it's safe for you to do that. What I like to do is put everybody into a stillness space where they can receive easily. And by the way, the stillness space is one of the main ways that you keep your resonant energy field stable all day long. So what I do is, and you can do this with your eyes closed, I go ahead and feel any movement inside my body. Now, as I pay attention to my body, I can feel kind of waves going on. And if you don't feel anything, one thing you can do is rub your hands really, really fast, shake them, jump up and down, just to get the chi and energy moving, and then closing your eyes and then feeling it. Okay, so if you're doing that, go ahead and notice what it's like without judgment, and I'll go ahead and do the mini activation right now. So I now command that anything preventing your resonant energy field from being fully stabilized at all times be healed now in the highest and best way, all directions of time and all timelines where you exist. And the positive morphic field, the most recent one, the most evolved one, that helps you have healthy relationships of all types to everything and anyone, be downloaded and activated in you, and all versions of you are allowed in the highest and best way, all directions of time with ease, speed, and grace. Thank you. So go ahead and just notice what that feels like in the body. Love for you to comment below in the comments on how that felt in the body. And here's the thing, for us to enjoy our new earth, yes, there is still work to be done for sure. But what I'd love for you to feel is see if you can just be open to the possibility that we are in our future ideal reality. There is a transition period, of course, in the 3D where we're restructuring everything. And I know when you look at mainstream news and things like that, that it could still look like we are in the quagmire of negativity, but that is just an illusion, believe it or not. And I'm just preferring not to fall for it, and I advise you not to fall for it either. There's a lot of positive things happening around the world that you may or may not be aware of, but just keep in mind that you need to search for it sometimes, because mainstream news is currently allowed to broadcast whatever it is they need to broadcast for our ability to discern and practice that discernment and our awakening. So it doesn't mean that you don't have, reactions, right? You're allowed, you're human to have reactions. What you do want to do when you have a reaction, though, is explore that, feel that in the body. And what I do sometimes is just check in, because I'm such an empathic person. I just check in how much of this that I'm feeling is actually mine, Karen Can's, in this body and timeline. And a lot of times it isn't mine, but I'm empathizing with, for example, all of humanity, or empathizing with another group, Mother Earth or something like that. So in that case, I can go ahead and send direct healing to the other, as well as simultaneously realizing that as I do that, that some of the emotional reactivity or symptoms that I'm having kind of eases off much, much faster than just focusing on myself. So that's my strategy. See if it helps you at all. I hope so. Love to know whether that insight is helpful. So, go ahead and post in the comments. Would love that. While you're there, please like and subscribe to my channel. So a couple of announcements this week. Light Warrior Radio, I'm going to have my friend and colleague, Asian medicine expert Dennis Lobstein, with me as we talk about the different acupuncture points that can be used for treatment of various symptoms and conditions, and then how to use LifeWave phototherapy patches on these acupuncture points to activate the innate healing powers within each of us. So if you have some symptom that you would like a solution to, definitely check out this show. It is live. You can ask questions live, and I usually type notes for you. So Dr. Dennis can share with you his wisdom on Asian medicine. Some of the things we're going to cover is, number one, hair growth. I have noticed quite a bit of increased hair growth right here along the hairline. And I didn't actually even pay attention to that until I pulled my hair back the other day and realized that all these little hairs were getting in the way. And I was like, what's going on here, you know? And then they were sticking up. So I'm like taking some pomade and like trying to get it to go down. So the patches, the newer one that's in pre-launch X49 is helping me grow hair. Not that I necessarily put it anywhere to grow hair specifically. I just put it on my body wherever I want to put it on, and I get increased hair growth. And I'm also noticing longer eyelashes and also increased hair growth in my in my eyebrows, which is super cool. So we're going to talk to him about hair growth. And if somebody wanted to amplify the effect of the X39 and X49 stem cell phototherapy patches, what points, acupuncture points, would be helpful to amplify that specific effect if that's something you needed or wanted? I actually don't need it, but it happened anyway. And we're also going to be talking about how to stabilize the resonant energy field with some help. So we're going to check in with Dr. Dennis as to what points and tools and patches may be really helpful to stabilize our energy field. I've noticed that during last week, the week before, that while I was going through this 3D, 5D, transition through these portals, that I would start getting, sick symptoms, scratchy throat, postnasal drip, a little cough here and there. And instead of going where everybody's mind seems to want to go right now, is like, oh my God, is it, what? Is it the C? Is it the Omicron? I kind of get curious and figure out what it is. And for me, it was not being stable in my energy resonant field. My resonant energy field. And what I did was I put on my LifeWave patches like I normally do, and I can tell when they ran out, the 12 hours, because I started getting symptoms again. And then I would put the second set on. I have one in the morning, one at night, and then the symptoms would go away. So I do know that they do help to hold the resonant energy field stronger. So I can't wait to ask Dr. Dennis on Monday what Merkabah's or sacred geometry patching he would recommend for us to continue solidifying and backing up or stabilizing that resonant energy field. And so definitely tune in live if you can. If you can't tune in live but would like your question answered, there is a space on Facebook where you can post underneath our event and ask questions, and I will ask on your behalf and also type notes for you. So I'm going to put that link near this video so you can check that out. I do have a gift for you in case you have not seen this before. It's called the Universal Clearing Vortex. It's a very, very quick MP4 video that is energy infused to help you do a quick mini clearing of yourself. So it actually helps to clean and clear whatever is available for cleaning and clearing within you and your auric field. And so it's a nice little pick-me-up. And it's something that you can download for free, or you can just watch, on that page for free. So I'm going to go ahead and post that link as well near this video. Now, keep in mind, we are moving our pages and everything else to a new spot in 2022. So if you're watching this as a replay and that link does not work, just let us know, support@karencan.com, and we'll send you the new link. But in the meantime, the link below is the one you can use to get access to the Universal Clearing Vortex gift, and feel free to share that link as well with anyone who you think may be, supported by doing some automatic clearing. And kids love it, because I have a little pictures and little bit animation there for the kids, for us adults too. So so it's very, very quick. You can have your kids do that first thing before they go to school, and then when they come home, or whatever habit you think might be helpful. It's very similar to the Clarion Protection Spray formula, except that you don't necessarily have to, charge water with it and spray yourself. You can just watch it and receive the healing. As long as you're open to receiving, then that should work for you. So the other thing, what else do I have for you? Okay, yes, upcoming events. So we have in early January, January 4th, actually, Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, we have our monthly mini healings. So make sure if you aren't already registered on that list to get the automated Zoom link, right? We want you to make sure that you register. So we'll put that link below this video as well so that you can be there live and receive. Also, in case you aren't there live, whatever healings we do for other people often will do for the whole group. So even if you watch it on a replay, that can really help you. So we do house the replay for about 30 days. And so if you're on that list, you'll see where the replay link is, and we just swap out the replays every single month. The other thing I want to share with you is the Elevated Existence Telesummit, which happens every year, is happening soon, and that is launching. So I'm going to go ahead and put that link as well near this video. It's a free telesummit, lots of wonderful speakers, and I really enjoy being part of this telesummit because Tammy and Master Verte is just awesome. She's just totally awesome. And so she's been on my radio show, and my interview with her is going to be February 1st, I believe. So you definitely want to, if you're available, block that out so you can tune in live, maybe get a live mini healing during that free series. But definitely opt in now to the series so you can get access to all the different speakers, and then definitely, mark. Let me see, what time is it? Yes, 1 p.m. Eastern, February 1st is mine. So definitely mark that off in your calendar. If you are available, would love to have you there live, not just to support me, of course, but but also to receive. Yes, to receive. All right, so that's the announcements for this week in the Spiritual Medicine Digest. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to hearing your comments on how that activation did for you, any ahas you got today, and remember to like and subscribe to my video channel and share it with anyone that you think might benefit. Until next week, bye for now. Lots of love.